Alright, so today I want to talk. I've looked all over YouTube when I first went to buy this welder, and it's the Hobart Handler 190. And, the reason why I like this welder is because it had a spool gun, and I wanted to be able to weld aluminum at home, so this is the Spool Runner 100 that comes with the welder if you buy it as a package. And it really does pretty good. I was kind of worried about how it would do being a 190 amp machine, but it way surpassed my expectations. It does pretty well. There on YouTube, there really wasn't many videos on it. There was, I think, one from Hobart itself, but other than that, there was no videos specifically for this welder. So that's why I want to do this video. When I go to buy something, I like to look on YouTube and research it a little bit. So yeah, this is a spool gun. That's the welder. You do have to have another bottle, 100% argon, and let's hook it up and I'll show you how it works. It's really simple to hook up. You gotta unhook your wire from your MIG gun. I like just to clip there's a ball on the end of your wire, just clip it off, take off your rollers here. I'll show you. That's going to hold your rollers together like that. You're going to pop those apart, and then you can just twist your wire back on. That way you're not wasting 10 foot of wire. You want to be careful once it gets close to the end, because when it pops out of there, this thing's like a spring. That wire will turn into a big rat's nest for you. Anybody who's done it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so then once the wire's out of there, then this knob here releases the tension for the gun here, and then that slides right out. You gotta unhook your, that's the trigger control. Yep, that was loud. So then, I gotta set the camera down. This end has to go in there. All that is for power to the gun, and then you got little tiny holes there for the gas. It just slides right back in the same hole, and you got to make sure it pushes all the way up against it. There's an O-ring there that seals it. If it's not sealed all the way, then you'll have your gas will leak, and you won't have very good gas coverage at the end of the gun, and you'll get porosity. Aluminum's already a funky metal anyways to weld. You don't need any more help with problems. Alright, so we're all good there. On the inside of the machine, this is one thing I really liked about this machine. There's a spool gun setting and a MIG gun setting. You're going to flip it over to the spool gun. Make sure your other bottle will shut off before you unhook the regulator. bought the welder, and it came with the spool gun, it came with the MIG lead, it came with the regulator. Bought it from Weld for, I think it was $850, which was a pretty good deal because the welder itself is around $650, somewhere in there. But the spool gun was another $150 or $200. So, you saved a little bit of money. I don't know, it ended up being cheaper to buy it as a kit, especially if you're wanting to weld aluminum without a TIG welder. And an AC/DC TIG welder is pretty expensive. So, now I need to plug in the machine. Aluminum's highly reflective, so I recommend wearing sleeves or something. I don't really like to wear a bright shirt like this because it reflects up underneath the hood, but that's what I got on. So I have been sunburnt from welding aluminum because it's so reflective. You're not sure where to set your machine, on the inside of the welder, they have a pretty decent chart on, your different, you got your steel, stainless steel, steel flux core, I guess steel solid wire, stainless steel, steel flux core, aluminum 4043, and aluminum 5356. It also gives you polarity over here, and to switch your polarity over, you switch those posts over. For solid wire, which that's what I normally run, it's positive, and then from the machine in it's a negative. The aluminum's the same, and it tells you that here which polarity you need to run. It says DCEP, which that's what we're already set up for. So, but it gives you a nice chart, wire diameter, a rough idea on the settings. I've never found a welder that the settings that they recommend are perfect, but it's a great starting point. Now this is what I got right now, just some scrap stuff, just to show you how it does. wire brush that I only use on aluminum. You know, the spool gun's a little more forgiving with dirtier metal, but aluminum in general is not a good metal to weld dirty. You can't just burn through it. I'm using it's Lincoln Electric 030 wire, 4043. Buy them at Home Depot. They're 1 pound spools for like $11. At the welding shop, they're I think almost $20. So for some reason, Home Depot is cheaper. And the only reason why I'm using 030 is because I just got done doing a boat repair, and the smaller diameter wire, you can get the amperage down a little less. It really does burn pretty hot for a small machine. I'll put a couple welds down and show you guys. There's that. I got, stack of dimes. That's what everybody wants to see. Right now it's set on heat setting 2 and wire speed's just above 60. For me, pretty wise, that's great and everything for a MIG weld. But I would actually turn it up a little bit, get a little more spray going. So I cranked it up to 3. And the wire speed's about 65. And that's just a little more spray, or you got a colder, which they both, I watched them both penetrate. They both penetrate well. You always get a little bit of a cold start at the very beginning, just because aluminum takes a second to heat up, but once it's hot, then you're very susceptible to burning through. And I prefer that for something like this. This is 1/8 inch material, and I didn't even use anywhere near what this machine can put out. So I would say, as long as you understand your weld joints, and you can get the limitations are really not there. You might have to bevel something, or but how often are you welding 2-inch thick aluminum? So for what I do, this spool gun here works extremely well. I haven't found anything that I couldn't weld. So this is the welds wire brushed a little bit, and that's the little bit more spray, and just I'm not whipping it or doing circles or anything. I'm just going straight along. And so thanks for watching, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.